Gabriella, 2-minute gospel, go.
At the time, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon, and behold, a Canaanite woman of that district came and called out, "Have pity on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But Jesus did not say a word in answer to her. Jesus' disciples came and asked him, "Send her away, for she keeps calling out after us." He said in reply, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and did Jesus homage, saying, "Lord, help me." He said in reply, "It is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Please, Lord, for even the dogs eat the scraps that fall from the table of their masters." Then Jesus said to her in reply, "O woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And the woman's daughter was healed from that hour. Jesus originally said, no, I'm not here for you. I'm here for somebody else. What was it that made that woman unqualified? It's kind of interesting to think about it in my mind. Yeah, she was a Canaanite and the whole Canaanite Jew thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. But then he does it to some of the Canaanites, but not all of them then? Was this woman so close to being a saint that he was you don't really need me to heal your daughter, so I'm going to deal with somebody else's problems to try to get them to heaven also.
Well, I think that in our modern ears, I hear the thing and I'm like, I didn't come for the dogs, and it's oh man, burn, Jesus, that seems unkind of Jesus. And I think that in our modern context, we become so concerned with not offending anybody, not calling anybody a name, certainly not based on their race or their ethnicity, that we forget that the Canaanites were the sworn enemies. It would be like the Nazis, it'd be like Hitler. And certainly a good Christian would call out somebody who's a Nazi or something like that. Jesus is in this reading, I think, saying, even our sworn mortal enemies, we need to love them. That's the level of radical love that Jesus gives. There's no kind of racial barrier or no separation, that even somebody who is seen as the lowest of the low. And we lose all of that today, with our modern mindset. Whenever I hear Pharisees and Sadducees, I always think Republicans and Democrats, or when you hear Canaanites and Samaritans, think Iraqis and Taliban or something like that, or Nazis or something like that. That's oh my gosh, this is who Jesus is calling us to love. And it really puts an exclamation point on it. It makes it takes it to the next level and shows us the radical love that God has. Yeah. So if you can, stay safe. Make sure, if you can, go to church and go with God.
Go with God.